why don't we let the people who are on stacks, that's what we decided to do, get through stacks. If people still want to discuss, we'll break into discussions, which is another form we have. But if people just all start free talking, everyone thinks it's my turn. Everyone does.
Right, Rafi.
I was on the process committee meeting yesterday. And
Mike,
I was on the process committee meeting yesterday, which John facilitated. We got nothing done. I was witness to him obstructing the whole process, and I would like to make a motion for someone else to facilitate. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to get anything done here. So I'd like to make a motion for someone else to facilitate.
I agree. I second it.
We got a second. So now we have to vote.
So we're going to vote.
What do we?
On having a new facility.
I think we either do this or we
Well,
don't.
the first thing to do is to sort that out. Put it outside.
Okay, so
I just put a motion now. It's second.
that's democratic. Everyone in favor of having a new facilitator. Actually, I should be doing this. Everyone in favor of having me dismissed. No, I'm the facilitator. Don't dismiss, I'm the facilitator. We have a motion right now. And all who would approve. So this is how a motion works. We ask for approval. If you approve, raise your hand. If you can abstain, you can do like this. I disagree, but I don't want to abstain. There's several other ways you can do it. You can stand aside, or you can just be silent. And finally, the final one is who blocks this. Okay, and that block means that this will stop his motion and it's over at that point in time. Then we can break into discussions to discuss his motion. Okay, so here is the motion. Could you rephrase it one more time for us, Rafi?
So my motion is for John to step aside and for us to find a new facilitator for our work.
We had a second.
Do you have comments first? Do we have a second? Give me a comment? No, that would come later. We got to get the vote done first. So all in approve of his motion to have me step aside, raise your hands. All those in abstention? And anyone would like to block? Okay, we have 2 blocks, so they should mention why they want a block, and then we should have 1 rebuttal for every block. So there's 2 blocks, 2 rebuttals, 3 blocks.
I'm not going to persist on my block. I'm just going to put it out there that if you guys are not convinced by my argument, I will withdraw. But we are having a little bit of a stressful time at the moment, so your disappointment with the process could be because that we're stressed out a little bit, they're stressed out a little bit. We have to give them a chance. Second point is that at the beginning of meeting, we get the people who are going to run the meeting, and I think we should stick with that, because otherwise, any time that people want to are not happy with the way the process is going at that very moment, are going to propose to change the people who are running the meeting. I'm just putting it out there.
I think we have another block.
I have a point of process first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we usually vote on the facilitator at a previous GA, and I don't know if we had a previous GA. I mean, I wasn't here, so you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. We usually come to consensus about who will lead the next GA, and so that's just the only point of process that I would make to try to clarify.
As the facilitator, I will explain that this was an impromptu meeting. It was asked whether I would be the facilitator. It was put out.
It was asked,
here,
but it wasn't
nobody
made to
object.
consensus. It
This
was
is
asked, but
absolutely
not made to consensus.
This is
Point of process.
impromptu.
It was asked, but not made a point of consensus.
Who's the other block?
You want to have something for a little bit? Not really?
We're in a vote right now, but
We have another block. Speak first.
Okay, I'm in the same boat as him. He's doing the best he can. I've heard him speak individually, and as a group, it's a totally different thing. But the thing is, there's nothing better right now. Okay, no one else can do a better job. Okay, if someone thinks can do a better job, okay, come take this mic and do a better job. Okay, stand up. Okay, keep everybody in control. Let everybody have their voice. Okay, someone stand up right now, take the mic, become a leader, and do a better job.
We don't want a leader.
Is anyone?
But we don't want to be acting egotistically either.
Well, not egotistically. He's working within the system given to him. Okay, I've heard him say personally he's against the system. Okay? Now,
Disagree and keep moving forward and
Stack,
make sure.
I would like to come on Stack and let's move on with Stack. Okay?
Let's talk about Saturday.
Stack's already closed.
There's two rebuttals. We have two choices right now. You can withdraw your motion, or we can have two rebuttals to the two blocks. Just withdraw. Which must be preferred.
Someone hold their hand up. Rebuttal to the block. This way. Right here, right here, right here.
I just want to say something.
Wait, is this a rebuttal or?
It has to be a direct rebuttal to their.
In the first place, people don't want to listen to what other people have to say. You should have at least gave him the courtesy to finish what he had to say. The moment you shut him out, that's why the system failed in the first place. You shouldn't shut out people like that.
I didn't.
I have one thing to say.
I didn't shut him down. What I asked for was a tutor to go over and explain the system to him. Because I can't stop to do that every time. That's what I asked
If you
for.
have a boss painting a house and he's doing a really lousy job, you don't let him finish painting the house and do a real lousy job. You fire him and get somebody who knows how to paint the house.
Does anyone have the second
They're
rebuttal?
speaking out of turn off Stack is not doing a bad job. The moderator's job is to make sure we stay on process. We take Stack. Anybody who speaks off Stack is out of the process of the meeting, and that's what the moderator's job is to do. So John has not done anything but do what any other moderator would have done in his situation.
Yes.
So I think we had two rebuttals. So we had two blocks and we had two rebuttals, so now we can bring it to another vote. So again, how many people, the proposal is that I am removed as I step aside, I think it's, you rephrase it again, Rafi, go ahead. I forget how it was.
That was it.
That I step aside as the moderator.
Yeah.
So all who approve of that at this point in time? Anybody who would like to abstain? And anyone who wants to block it? I will block it myself.
I recommend you as moderator. Give him a
It was blocked.
John blocked.
The facilitator can't vote.
Right.
Sure, I can't give my opinion, but I can vote.
You need to be unbiased as the moderator.
Guys, I called this meeting and I asked John to be the mediator because we just need to get some business done. Maybe right now, are you guys okay with me taking nominations for mediator?
Yes.
Does anybody have nominations in this group or anybody themselves want to be a mediator? Because of the urgency of the situation, I suggest it be somebody who has a little bit of experience with our group process.
I nominate Emil.
I second that nomination.
I decline.
He declines it.
I nominate Cheryl.
Can I at least get my point in?
That's a human process.
I haven't even gotten the answer.
We never even
You don't get an answer.
I do get an answer.
No, you don't. We're voting to
Okay.
put you out. You don't get an answer.
Please, I respected everybody else, I think. You did not agree with the way I handled that. I tried to get a tutor over to him, and nobody wanted to be a tutor, and no one understood what tutor meant. I'm going to say this, I will retire the microphone, but I really don't appreciate being attacked every time I try to get up here to be a moderator. It's not an easy job. No, I'm going to talk right now. Actually, the way our consensus model works, my block should block this. I should be sitting here, and I've worked around that, and I do get to at least say something on my behalf. But I will hand this over so that we can get this meeting going.
I will be moderator if you guys want to vote on that.
I would like to nominate Cheryl.
Cheryl?
I feel like I'm not totally comfortable with doing that.
Who doesn't want to be moderator?
I have leadership.
I know the process. I will be moderator. Does anybody want to second that?
Anybody block
My name is Kelly.
Second her.
I move to nominate Jelly to
Everyone for that motion? Does anyone block?
Anybody blocking? Any blocks?
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Consensus, thank you.
We have a stack, right?
Yes, we do. David, you spoke.
I already spoke.
Right, so Kevin is up next.
All right.
Let's get back to business. The real reason that the cops have the power in the first place to remove us from this area is the tent. If the tents were to be broken down and we just sat here, regardless of what's happening, they can't do shit anyway. If we don't have tents up, you know, what is food and a bunch of people in blankets? That's a big